Hey guys, and welcome to my stimulus package update and stimulus check update. Wow, I haven't said those words in so long. I want you guys to know that I missed you more than you missed me, and I'm happy I'm back here for you with another video just to give you my perspective on everything that's been going on.
Governor J.B. Pritzker from Illinois, who is a Democrat, $45 billion budget plan. Ooh, that's a lot. They're a big state. Includes $1 billion in tax cuts. And apparently Illinois has had some budgetary issues where they were not doing so well in the past. Similar to California in the past. Remember, they had a budget deficit. Check this out. Very interesting here. Governor J.B. Pritzker addressed lawmakers and the public Wednesday with his annual budget and State of the State address. In it, he outlined an optimistic message about Illinois and his $45 billion budget proposal, which includes saving taxpayers $1 billion in tax cuts. The state's response to the pandemic and increased resources for public safety. He says, Illinois, the state of our great state, is strong, unbreakable, and enduring, he said when he gave a mostly virtual address at the old state capitol. He says, quote, throughout this deadly pandemic, I've governed with a simple and straightforward philosophy. Protect the most vulnerable. Offer simple and straightforward help through the hard times, and make Illinois an example for the rest of the country for how to manage through the crisis. He also touted several state initiatives he said improved the state's financial situation since his first budget address in 2019. He said, I made a promise that day. Budgeting will not be done anymore by taking the state hostage or by court orders, constant decrees, and continuing appropriations, but instead by debates and compromise and a return to regular order. All right, pretty cool. The governor celebrated several financial wins that happened since he took office. During his tenure, Illinois has received 2 credit upgrades and reduced a backlog to pay bills. At its worst, the state had a $16.7 billion in unpaid bills, with some being unpaid for more than 500 days. He said the average bill now sits unpaid for only 15 days. That's actually pretty awesome. He says, today I'm pleased to announce that the state will end its fiscal year with a $1.7 billion surplus. Honestly, anybody that turns a state around like that deserves a round of applause, because when a state is $16.7 billion with unpaid bills, with bills unpaid for 500 days before you come into office, and now you are ahead plus $1.7 billion, you did something right? The budget plan includes $4 billion in debt paydowns, which the governor's office said will repay all their related borrowing, pay $900 billion in delayed health insurance bills, and $392 million to other bills. They also proposed budget decreases from last year, and one of their main proposals was the Illinois Family Relief Plan, a tax reduction plan that his office said will save Illinois residents $1 billion. He says, quote, the Family Relief Plan can't solve all the challenges of global inflation, but we can do our part to alleviate some pressure on Illinois working families. This plan includes a 1-year elimination of a 1% sales tax on groceries, holding the gas tax at its current rate until next year, and a 1-year fee waiver for healthcare workers and liquor license fees, and a one-time property tax rebate program. So there's multiple different things in there: reducing sales tax on groceries, holding the gas tax, and a 1-year fee waiver for healthcare workers and liquor license fees, and a one-time property tax rebate program, where they're going to give money back to property tax property owners. Quote, it's providing relief in the short term, and it's certainly politically popular. It also includes $9.6 billion to contribute to the state's pension systems, as well as $1.4 billion in pension buyouts, and millions of dollars for state troopers. So honestly, when you look at programs like this, there's so many different states giving back money to their residents in multiple different ways. When you look at the state of Illinois like this, they're going to give money back by reducing the gas tax, reducing the tax on groceries. So every time you go to buy gas, if you're from the state of Illinois, when and if this goes through, you'll be saving some money on groceries. You'll be saving some money on gas. If you're a property owner, you'll be saving money with a property tax rebate. However that's going to work here. So multiple different things here going to be going through. So it doesn't look like you'll be getting, well, you might be getting a check for, if you're a property owner, you might be getting an actual stimulus check for that. But you'll also be saving money here every time you go to buy groceries and every time you go to buy gas, be saving some money that way. So a lot of people might not realize it, but you will be saving money there that way. So whether it's, a few dollars every single time for both of those. If you're a property tax or property owner, you might get a check there, that as well. But all that adds up. And it's kind of the same as getting a check, right? Well, you might actually get a check if you're a property owner, a homeowner. And again, just another state. If you've been watching my channel here, I don't even know how many states I've gone through at this point. Each state is kind of doing it a little bit differently. Some states are sending out checks. Some states are sending out checks to different groups of people, like everybody. Well, not everybody. It always has at least an income cap. I mean, they're not sending out to everybody, including rich people and people making $500,000 a year, right? Some of them are going out to groups of people. Some of them are going out to healthcare workers and teachers. If they are going out to like just teachers or something like that, that never uses up all the money. So if you're from a state that like sent out money to teachers, of course teachers are super deserving. We're healthcare workers super deserving as well. But that never uses up all the state's money or anything like that. So if you're from a state that did something like that, that certainly does not use up all the state's money. So there's definitely a lot more money left over. So just kind of putting it out there. But all these states have so much money. When we look at like California, just because they're the biggest state there, they sent out checks to 27 million people last year. And they're saying they're probably going to do it again this year. And they could send out stimulus checks if they use all the money that's there. It could be as high as $1,100 per person. Now, it might not necessarily be that much, but they're probably going to send out a stimulus check again this year in California. And California is just so large. Like, some of these other states that send out stimulus checks, sometimes it's 500,000 people or 1 million people, maybe, just because of the size of the state. California is sending out checks to 27 million people, just to show you the amount of people getting checks from California. That's why it's just such big news when it's California as compared to like, just any of the other states, like Massachusetts or Maine or, something like that. Just because, just the size comparison, California can actually be, I'm not from California, or anything like that, but just, it's just California can actually be the 5th largest economy in the world sometimes. So it's just a large amount of people that get those checks, right? They can be their own country, actually, at some time.
Alright guys, this is all I have for you in this video. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really missed you. Hopefully I'll see you here again very, very soon. And I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions on everything we talked about here in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. I really, really appreciate you all. Please hit the like button on the video, share this video with your friends and family, and subscribe if you haven't already, and click that notifications bell to be notified that whenever I publish new videos for you. Please stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next video.